Okay, now that we've went through the positioning of the shooting mechanics, we're going to talk a little bit about our target. Target is very important when you're shooting. You want to make sure that you're focusing on your target when you're shooting because it helps you understand the depth. Now, when I teach shooters, when I'm teaching them how to shoot, I have them to focus on one target and one target alone. The target I have them to focus on is the back of the rim. So when the ball is the target, the back of the rim, I tell and explain to shooters, that helps you understand everything you need to know. If you're shooting and the ball hits the backboard and your target is the back of the rim, then you understand that that was too strong. If you're shooting and the ball hits the front of the rim, then you understand that that was too soft. If you're shooting right hand and the ball goes to the right, it's usually because you went here and turned, or you tended to turn your body. If it goes to the left of the rim, same thing. Sometimes you go here or you turn. When you're shooting and you release the ball, your arm should never cover your eyes. It should be on the side. It can be close, but it shouldn't cover your eye, your right or your left in this instance, especially since you're a right-hand shooter. You need to be able to see the ball from the time it leaves your hand to the time that it hits the rim. That usually lets you know if your shot is on target. Now, when we talk about where the ball hits, why it hits, these are some tips to understand. If you have a flat shot, what's usually going to happen if you're shooting from further out, you shoot, the ball hits the back of the rim, and it comes directly to you, that usually means that you don't have proper arc on the shot. Your arc should be about 45 degrees. That's usually where your arc needs to be when you shoot the ball. You don't want to have such a high arc because then the ball has less chance as it comes down to make the shot. You have to put more strength into it when you're shooting up higher. If the ball hits the back of the rim and it comes up and then it hits the rim again, that lets you know that you have soft touch, you're on target. Maybe it's just a little bit too strong, so you decrease your strength a little. Okay? Now, oftentimes when I have shooters, some of the issues they have is where the placement of the ball is when they shoot at different angles on the court. If you're shooting straight, obviously your target is the back of the rim. But as I move here, right here, my target is not the back of the rim anymore. Now, my target is right here. It's shifted. If I shoot from the corner, my target is now the other side of the rim, which would be here. That's my target. If I get onto this side and I'm shooting, now here's my target from that area. And if I shoot from that corner, this is my target. The back of the rim is in relation to where you are. If you're right in the front, it's going to be in the back, but it moves. And the fact that it moves is important because it needs to move where you're at. If you're shooting for the back of the rim on the corner, you're going to have a hard time making a lot of shots. Okay? So now that we're starting to get into target and ball placement, these are some things that you need to work on. Okay? You work on your arm going up, follow through, making sure it's going straight. You start to practice on shooting on the rim. Get those things, stand in front of a goal, do the target portion where you're focusing on your target, go all the way around the rim, look at where your hand is, placement as far as the rim, understand where those targets are. Once you get that down, then you will move to the next part where we start taking shots.